right, welcome to another edition of the Trail Manners Singletrack Session. This is number 7. Joel, we're back here at one of our favorite places, 22nd Street Trailhead.
Especially with this weather.
Right? It's like chilly, and I'm intimidated. You got your sleeveless shirt on today.
Yeah, I'm about to go for a run.
So we're back here in Studio 78 here in Ogden, Utah. We had a little fire right up the hill here.
Yeah, that's right. When you were on vacation.
Yeah, I was out of town and got these messages that the mountainside was on fire. So
And it was.
So I'm glad I wasn't here because fires make me sad.
Well, luckily it was put out pretty quick.
That's good. It's
Yeah.
a lot of brush here for sure.
And it's super dry.
And it sounds like it was started by a bunch of teenage yahoos on purpose, right?
Yeah. Parents, you got to keep a hold of those kids.
And those pyromaniacs.
Yeah, those knuckleheads.
So, man, this is going to be tough. We got to keep it short,
Yep.
just like we like to do.
There's a lot to go over,
We
though.
got a lot to go because we come out with this kind of our junk drawer once a week of kind of things that are going on. So, should we just jump right at it?
Let's do it.
So, sad news this past week.
Yeah.
Really, really sad. Really close to me a little bit. Pearl Izumi announced they're leaving the run market.
Yeah, it's nutso.
Yeah, and so they're going to focus just back on the bike side, and you know, obviously it's a money decision of some level, which I don't have all the info, but you know, obviously, very sad day. I've been wearing Pearls and know the Pearl crew for so many years. Love their gear, their apparel, their shoes. Just hate to see them go.
Yeah, it's too bad to see a quality brand leave the market.
And just having so many ties, like Mike Thompson, the shoe guy over there, he's just been dialing it in, you know, for sure over the years.
Yep.
We saw him at OR, super psyched for the new line coming out.
Right.
I got a pair of the N2 Trail V3s, which right now they're super awesome.
They look cool.
And so I'm like, well, guess I better go stock up.
I know. Save those. Those could be collector items.
I know. They're super cool. So, yeah, anyway, sad news. Pearl Izumi's leaving the run market, so time for me to keep looking around for some different types of shoes.
That's right.
Next up, been experimenting with these Stroop waffles and Summit tees from Goo.
Yeah.
Now, we had a YouTube video about this.
We did.
And it's still up on our YouTube channel. Go check it out.
Yeah, let's go ahead and post that on the Facebook again, too, because I think that was like super quality information from the OR show that you all are going to enjoy watching. And what was the guy's name from Goo again? Mike?
Was it? See, and Bryson was from...
Bryson was Soonto.
Soonto. I'm going to have to pass on that because I don't want to mess it up. We met so many people. But
I know. But anyway, so that guy, he had just quality information.
So much information.
Right.
Really good stuff. And been testing it out. It's really good stuff, too. So
I like it.
Hats off to that. We'll repost that. You're going to want to check that out for sure. Next up, we had a contest, episode 45 with Brian Powell.
Yeah, that was fun.
That just launched. What a fun episode just that was. But we have a contest about to give away one of his new books, him and Megan's new book. We have 3 books. We're going to end the contest this Sunday, right? So in like 3 days, 4 days, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it'll end then, and it's basically what advice you wish you were given when you started.
Right.
And we've had some people, and these are good tips that people are chiming in on. I'm going to read a few.
Yeah.
You don't have to run all the time.
No.
You don't. And people ask that even after a race. Run a 100-mile, run a 50-mile run. You ran the whole time?
No.
No. Probably didn't run at all. Another one, take more water than you think you will need. That's a tricky one. And I could see both sides to that one for sure.
I think it's a good, safe bet.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt you to carry the extra water.
And you can even splash it on your head when you get back to the car and make it look like you sweat more, too.
Oh, I know. Or you can share. If you got too much, you can always share.
Another one, run your long runs like it was race day. Gear, nutrition, hydration. It seems simple, but someone got their butt handed to them in 2011. So basically, when you do your long run, that's when you test your gear, right?
Yeah,
your
definitely.
Nutrition, your hydration, your apparel even, for that matter.
Oh, yeah. No chafage.
Yeah, so that's a good one. Another one, learning how to listen to yourself before listening to others.
Right.
That's a good one.
It is, but on the flip side of that, there's so much good information out there from those people that have come before you.
Yeah.
Especially the old timers. They've been there, they've done it, they know what works.
And I think, without reading too much into it, it's just like, I think listening to yourself on your body, say you're not feeling good or you're injured, and someone's like, no, you can push through it.
Yeah.
So there could be a couple things there.
No, intuition's really powerful. Listen to it.
Training low carb doesn't mean low carb on race day.
No, it doesn't.
So that's a good one.
Yeah.
And then another one that just came through the wire just this morning. Don't overthink the gear, nutrition, and other aspects. Right. Just go. Get out there and figure it out.
That's right.
Don't spend so much time overanalyzing everything.
Just enjoy it. That's why you're doing it, right?
Yep. And then they said, I didn't get to actually enjoy the trails, ... until now.
Right on.
So those are some good ones. Keep them coming. We got 3 books to give. We got we got some entrants already here, but we go until Sunday. Tips you wish you knew before you started trail running.
Right.
So I think those are good tips. And then we can kind of touch up on some shows coming out next week. We got 2 other shows coming out next week.
We do, or just one?
I don't know, 1 or 2. We got a couple shows we did at OR and El Vaquero.
So we got Turtle.
Yep.
So I think Turtle's show should come out next week.
Yeah.
He's got a race that he wants to promote, and we're kind of doing it in conjunction with him. So
that's a good show.
Just thinking back on that show, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, just meeting him in mid-morning and going and running in hot weather, coming back and starting to drink beers at the trailhead. Things got silly.
A little silly.
Yeah.
And he had some sweet music rocking, too.
Yeah.
And then we have the other show coming out sooner, or after that, at some point.
The week after?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do Leon the week after.
All right, then when his show's coming out, that's a good one.
That one's just, I can't wait for that one,
yeah,
folks.
that was from El Vaquero.
Yeah.
And then this week on Gear Garage, what do we got? We got Scott USA.
Yeah, they got some really cool shoes coming out.
They do.
Yeah.
They got some shoes. They got a whole line. Like their shoes match their poles, match their
backpacks.
And their apparel.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they have hydration vests. So we talked with Scott McCoubrey.
Yep.
If you don't know him, he's been around forever. Was up in Seattle for years, did the Seattle Run Company, did some races up there.
Oh, I didn't know that he did Seattle Run Company.
Yeah.
Now it all makes sense.
Yeah, so Scott's been around a long time, and now he's with Scott USA. He spent some time with us, so that's going to be our Gear Garage.
That'd be cool.
And speaking of Gear Garage, we threw something out on the wire a month ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Looking for someone to help us with a logo.
Yeah, and somebody stepped up.
Someone stepped up big time. So we have a huge thank you and shout out to Stacy Barker.
Yeah.
Dude's got some mad skills. He's an illustrator, graphic designer.
Yep.
And he is the man behind Barking Goat Studios.
Yeah, see, once I found out that was his name, I was like, I love you even more now.
Yeah, right? Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
So go check him out on Facebook if you need some, illustrator, graphic design work. He's out of Pocatello, I believe, Idaho. Stacy Barker at Barking Goat Studios. And we're going to be releasing the logo, I guess, pretty quick for people to see.
Yeah, if I can remember, I'll do it this Friday.
Yeah, and it's super cool. We're excited about it. We had a concept or idea, and he nailed it.
I think so too.
So, thank you for that, Stacy.
Yep.
And then we did have we had a race or two that just happened. Probably the big one was Leadville.
Yeah, we dropped the ball on that because last week we were like, we don't know who's running it. Well, our buddy Ian Sharman was running it, and boy, was he smart or what, man?
Yeah.
He was like, go ahead, Max, go out there and kill yourself. And Max did, which was so awesome, And he just mopped it up, finished strong. Yeah, that guy's had a solid year.
16:22 at Leadville, which is his fastest time. And I think he's won it 3, so he's won it back-to-back.
Yeah.
And then Kyle Pateri, sorry.
Yeah.
Second, 18:16, and then Luke J at 18:31.
And then the on the female side,
Claire Gallagher, second fastest time ever, 19 flat.
She crushed it. She was like top 5 or top 10 overall.
Yeah, because she was right behind the third place male.
Yeah, she killed it.
And then Maggie Walsh and Jen Benna round out 2 and 3 there.
Right on.
Special shout out to our man, Scott Jaime.
Yeah.
He did the Lead Man and Hard Rock.
Yeah, the Hard Man.
The Hard Man. And Joel mentioned the tweet Scott just said. So why don't you repeat that tweet? That's hilarious.
Yeah, so I don't know how I came across this, but somebody was, congratulating him on doing, Lead Man and Hard Rock. And he goes, well, it's called Hard Man, and that's what us old guys do to stay relevant. We do these ridiculous things back to back because we're not fast anymore.
Well, and for those of you that don't know what Lead Man, so basically it's the Leadville Trail Marathon, followed up by the Silver Rush 50K mountain bike or run, one or the other.
Yeah.
And then the Leadville 100 mountain bike race.
Yeah.
And then the next day is the Leadville 10K run.
Yeah.
And then you finish it out with the Leadville 100 run. So
that's ridiculous.
You have to complete all those in, I don't know, it's like not 2-month frame maybe, something like that.
Yeah.
to be lead man. And then of course he schools Hard Rock, he schools that little race in between all that. So,
yeah, that's amazing.
Hats off to our buddy for that one. And then we should bring up some Ultra Adventures, a couple quick changes there.
Yeah.
That they're going down. So Ultra Adventures here in Utah, they do the Bryce, the Zion, all these, there's a Grand Circle race series.
Right.
They made some announcements. Vacation Races has taken over the series from Matt. Matt's still involved.
Yep.
He's still going to be around, still helping out, still doing what he loves.
Right.
But Salem Stanley's taken over with his crew, Vacation Races. And they do a lot of races with national parks and stuff on the road.
Right.
Half marathon type stuff. And they got some really cool locations. There's a couple of the quick little, bullet points from that little video they posted. No Capitol Reef for 2017.
Right.
They said they might bring that back. It's not dead. They're just going to maybe look at a different route, different way to do it.
Right. And they launched that race probably prematurely.
Yeah, and that's what Salem said. Then there was Tushers.
Right.
They're going to move the date, and right now they're looking the week after Hard Rock and a week before Outdoor Retailer and extending the cutoff.
I think that's just the way to go.
Yeah, that's a good time frame.
Yeah, it is a good time frame because, if you don't get in the Hard Rock, well, go do Tushers. It's difficult. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's in a pretty location.
I'm curious about the weather. You go in July, it might be hotter than it is when they usually have it.
Yeah, it could be. Snow might be an issue, too.
That's
you get a big snow year, that could be
11,000 feet up there.
Yeah, 12,000 feet, wherever it goes up to. So, but I'm glad that they're thinking about moving it because it was,
Same
conflicting.
weekend as El Vaquero.
Yeah, exactly.
There was another race that weekend too, and I can't remember which one it was.
Kachinamosa usually is that weekend.
Yeah.
And then there's a race down in Durango, I think, that fast kid from Solomon puts on, Dakota.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. Can't think of the name of it now.
I can't either.
Put us on the spot.
Yeah. Anyways.
And they're going to change that to a 100K or a 50-mile and go away from the 93K distance. They wanted to round it out, I guess.
As long as the course is better.
And they don't force it.
Right? Yeah, as long as it's not forced. Hell, they can even go with a shorter distance. They don't have to go with, that super long stuff.
Yeah.
They can just do a 50K.
Yeah, pretty easy.
Yeah. I know, right?
Imagine. They talked about coming out with some more races. Matt's going to scout some courses out. They wouldn't give any tidbits where those are going to be, but they were talking about adding more. Yep. Plus, they have the Trail Fest this year down in southern Utah where they go like Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
For 3 days, they go to these different locations. Plus, you camp and they feed you.
That seems like it's pretty popular right now just by looking at the numbers that they've got.
Yeah, it's sold out, I believe,
crazy.
For a while. And they're actually looking to do locations at the Appalachian Trail and the Sierra Nevadas.
Good choices.
So, some interesting news from Ultra Adventures.
Yeah. So another big race is coming this weekend.
You betcha. UTMB.
That's a big boy.
That's the creme de la creme.
It really is. That'd be so neat to go over there and even just watch it.
I'd probably have to watch it.
I
don't think I have my big boy pants on right now for something like that. But
I'm pulling for Schlarb.
Yeah.
I want to see him just nail it. That'd be so cool.
That would be good. They have, it's like usual. It's loaded. There's a lot of Luis Alberto. David Laney, I guess. Rumor has it he is primed right now.
Primed.
So, and he's done well at some big races. So he's in there. Zach Miller.
Yeah, Zach Miller's going to take it out.
Yeah,
I'm excited to watch him
see if he just
take it out and blow it up.
So, I'm not as familiar with as much of the European contingent.
But just the normal guys.
Yeah.
Right?
There's Ryan Sands is going to be over there.
Yeah.
Miguel,
he's man.
I'm horrible with names.
He's a good runner, right? But man, he's suffering the same fate you and I are. He's getting old.
Oh, I was going to say he drinks too much beer.
No, he probably drinks too much wine.
Okay. All right. Well, that works. So, there's a big contingent over there. Jez Bragg from England. There's a lot. So, we can't really get into all of it. And
it's like 50 deep.
It really is.
For the top position,
who holds it together.
Right, exactly.
And I'd like to see Zach, David, or Schlarb, one of them, just like shock the world.
That'd be
so
cool,
to say,
right?
Then on the woman's side, Rory Bazio.
Dude, she's
back.
a riot.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
She cracks me up.
So she's back.
Darn fine runner, too.
Yeah. Yeah, so she'll... I don't know if you want to say she's the favorite, but she's the course record holder and 2-time winner.
Yeah,
so
she knows what to do over there.
I think she took a year off.
Yeah.
And you really haven't heard a lot from her
No.
lately. So that's kind of interesting. And then again, Magna, she'll be over there.
But is she doing the big boy race, or is she doing CCC?
Nope, she's doing UTMB. It's her first time.
Cool. Well, she knows the course. She ran
CCC
last year. Yeah.
So she'll be over there. And again, and then there's a lot of European.
There's a lot of European ladies that Eric cannot pronounce.
So I won't say all their names. You can always check it out, though, right?
You can go to I Run Far and check out the preview.
They always do a good one over there.
They do.
But yeah, there's a lot of heavy hitters on both sides.
Absolutely. And then if you step down to the CCC, right, which is kind of like the junior varsity race.
Yeah.
Which it really isn't. I shouldn't say that.
But people don't get into UTMB.
Yeah.
Or they want to go over to the CCC.
The CCC is, what do you think, 100K? Somewhere around there?
Somewhere right in there.
Yeah. I think Anton's running that.
Is he?
I don't know. He's there.
Is he?
I don't know if he's just there to hang out for his sponsor, but boy, I'd like to see him run
climb
that.
some rocks or something.
Yeah.
I think Chrissy's going over there.
Run CCC.
That's
That'd
always
be cool.
super competitive, though, too.
Yeah, it is, because it's shorter. You can go faster. I don't know if they start that race at that noon time or like a later race, like later time. So it could be way competitive if they start at kind of normal hours.
Yeah, and it kind of flies under the radar since it's not UTMB.
Exactly. But, if you got more people, signing up for it, like, freaking Chrissy and Anton, yeah.
So that's kind of the big race coming up. So we'll have some stuff coming from that. So what else we got? A couple things. We got to wrap it up.
Yeah, we do. We're probably overtime already.
This 10-minute thing is we're at 15.
Oh.
We got to just to shout out to a couple Jim Skaggs races coming up.
Yeah, right. So if you've never run an ultra, right? This is your chance, folks. When is it? November 6th?
November 5th is the Antelope Island 50K and the Trail Half Marathon.
Oh, yeah. So either one of those, you can't go wrong. You've got to get out there and experience Antelope Island, especially in the fall. It's like the best time. Spring's cool because you got the big crowds out there for that race, but really fall's like magic.
It's like the end of year kind of the local party kind of thing. And with the island being burned the way it is, it'll be interesting to see how that looks.
Yeah, right. It'll probably be recovered by then.
Yeah, and I might jump into that long one. They also have the Ferry Peak Hill Climb 10K on October 15th.
Yeah, there you go. There's another good one. That one's old school, low key.
Yeah,
nothing fancy.
You go straight up and straight down.
That's right.
Kind of releases you in intervals so you don't run into each other.
No, that's a great idea, right?
Yeah, so that's a good one. So don't forget to check those out. Jim always puts on a great race, and he's we've been his buddy for a while. We want to make sure people recognize his cool stuff out there because he does. Yeah, it's not like highly promoted stuff always. So
no, it's not, and he's been doing it for a long time. So he's really been supportive of the Utah trail running community and racing scene for a long time. So get out there, support his race this fall. Look for his race for next spring too. That one's classic. It's been around forever. What else we got?
I don't have anything else other than the interesting thing that came across my feed yesterday is September 30th is International Podcast Day.
Oh, so what are we going to do then?
I don't know. I was thinking we're going to have to come up with something special. We got show number 50 coming up, so we got to do something special there.
Yeah.
And now we got to do something special for this one. Not that we haven't done special in the past.
Right.
But, we did some tweaks when we did these last couple shows with Ultraspire. I had two people on at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to do that again.
That's rough. That's what I'm saying. So we got to try something
Or
new.
we need to do a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Right, just to figure out that format.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, show number 50. Got a couple ideas for people on that. Haven't nailed that down yet, so that'll be coming up. That's going to come out. When's that coming out? Is that coming out Wasatch?
Right around the Wasatch 100
week of
time.
Wasatch? Okay, so maybe we need to find somebody that is associated with Wasatch that's been doing it forever and a day.
No spoilers from text messages.
No. Anyway, so here we are at the end of, what episode is this, 7?
Singletrack Session number 7.
Yep, so look for the Gear Garage tomorrow. That is going to be Scott USA. And then next week, Turtle Miller.
And don't forget to check out the past Gear Garage with Goo.
Yes.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
So thanks again for listening. Thanks for all the support. We got a few more orders that came through, so thank you very much.
That's right.
Grant got one in. Stacy got one in.
Right on.
So keep wearing the gear.
Yeah,
Sending
we
us some
appreciate
photos.
that. Boy, yeah, Brad's been killing it, by the way.
Yeah.
Brad Sween?
Yep.
Yeah.
He better be on full-on Trail Manners gear because I saw he signed up for the Antelope Island 50K.
Yeah.
He better be full-on geared out.
All right, folks.
All right, so have a good week, and thanks for your support.